It's literally 2 pounds down from yesterday. That's crazy. I feel like we're looking 2 weeks out, people. Not to show you a close-up of my ass first thing in the morning, but I'm very proud of how my tie-ins are looking. This is always like the hardest spot for me, where I hold the most body fat, last place to ever come in, so the fact that they're coming in is extremely exciting for me. Okay, I just got back from cardio. I tried to at least somewhat put myself together. It's getting harder and harder these days to want to do like my hair and my makeup. My hair is at the stage in prep where it is always somehow simultaneously sweaty, greasy, and dry, and frizzy. It's hitting like all of the textures, all of the moisture ranges. I don't know what's going on, so let's just ignore her, okay? The important thing is it is breakfast time. There are some times where I don't time my meals perfectly, or I stay up a little bit later, like last night. So the time between my last meal and going to bed and waking up the next morning and like going through my routine, having the cardio, there's some days like today where it's been many hours since I've had a meal. So I'm very hungry. I'm very excited to eat this. I have my cucumber, my egg whites, my whole egg, and a little bit of Cholula on top. After I eat this, we have a little bit of an exciting day today. I actually have a girlfriend date with all of my friends. We are going to IFBB Pro Alexis Snyder's house later today to make vision boards, which is like one of my favorite hobbies of all time. I'm a huge fan of making vision boards, what they stand for, including friends and families like in your goals. I think that makes it even more real, so I'm excited. I've never like made a vision board with other people, but we're gonna be arts and crafting it up later, which is always fun. I am having such a different prep this year compared to every year I've ever competed. In previous preps, I always said like bodybuilding is a selfish sport. Bodybuilding is an isolating sport. Like you're not gonna be able to show up for people. You're not gonna have the energy to be around certain people. And I don't know if it's just because I am so lucky and blessed to have such amazing, understanding, patient people in my life, but I have been like booked and busy this year and I am loving it. Obviously, if it was super draining, super taxing, I have been a lot better at setting boundaries, saying no, reserving energy for certain things and places. But I went to California. I was in California like this time last week, so last weekend, because my brother proposed to his girlfriend, which I'm gonna put some of the photos on the screen. I got the privilege to not only witness the proposal, but they hired me as their photographer, which is why I was there in the first place. So I went out to Cali, I took their photos, I went out to eat with them. Like obviously I didn't eat at the table, but I sat with them and I enjoyed their company. And those are things I used to think wouldn't be possible, or at least not easy in prep. But it felt honestly like so easy, which has now given me the confidence to like even now at 2 weeks out, go show up, go be with my friends, get out of the house. It's honestly, if anything, made the prep even easier because I'm not so prep focused and food focused and body focused all day. Instead, I'm like around the people I love and getting to hang out and just be present. So yeah, Alexa does live a little bit of a drive away, and she lives by one of my favorite malls in all of Austin, one of the only malls in all of Austin. And I have a photo shoot tomorrow, which I'm so excited for, but I definitely need some new like accessories, maybe a new top, bodysuit. I haven't really picked my outfits yet, but I feel like I haven't bought like new photo shoot type outfits in a while. Again, if you watched my last video, I bought like one pair of underwear, but I want to put like an actual outfit together and have a few different outfit changes. So after I eat this, I'm going to pack up the rest of my meals for the day. That way, just in case I don't make it home until later than expected, I have food with me, I'm set. But we will go to the mall together and then go to Alexa's house. So yeah. I'm gonna go eat now, if you don't mind. I have been waiting and so excited to show this to y'all. Look at this Amazon lunch bag I found. This thing is amazing. I feel like the camera will not do it justice. I actually brought this to California with me so that I could bring my meal prep on the plane, and for my travel day, since I did have a connecting, I knew I needed something big enough to fit multiple meals. And when I tell y'all, I put like 6 meals in here, my iPad, a book, all of my chargers. Like, this was my little carry-on, and it was perfect. It was amazing. If you are in prep or taking your fitness goals seriously and traveling for the holidays, I will also link this in the description below. This thing is amazing. Anyway, for today, I don't quite need 6 meals packed, but I did just make up 2 meals of my chicken and my cucumber. I'm just gonna pack these up. I already have my ice pack in here, and then it'll be good until I need them. I don't know how I was surviving without a lunch bag before. I was kind of just like winging it and hoping I would make it home in time for my next meal, but now I literally never have to worry, and also it is so freaking cute. Look at that, my cute little bag. Okay, and I also just got my feedback from my coach this morning. I thought that a lot was gonna change this week. Usually like the 2 week out to 1 week out mark is one of the hardest weeks of the entire prep. That is when you are depleting the absolute most, digging deep the most. And then usually peak week is more about de-stressing mentally and physically, carbing up before show. Every coach takes a different approach. It's my first year ever working with this coach, so we still have to like get to know each other, you know? But really, really good news in my opinion, nothing is changing. I have been on the same meal plan and cardio plan for several months at this point, and my body is still responding incredibly well. As you guys saw this morning, like, I'm dropping a pretty significant amount of weight right now without really doing anything more. If anything, I'm doing a lot less right now, where I've been doing more naps, I've been sleeping more, I've been prioritizing rest and recovery more. I'm pushing a little less aggressively in the gym right now. Not with my cardio, like cardio is still just as intense, but like I was lifting not the heaviest weights that I could lift, you know? I'm gonna check in with him again in like 4 days, and then at that point we'll likely go over if we are water loading or manipulating sodium in any way. That's probably when I will get that game plan, but for right now it's just business as usual, and I can't complain about it. That is really good news, because I do think if we were behind schedule we would have to push really hard right now, but it seems like we are right on track. The only thing he really does keep hounding as far as feedback goes is my posing. I think I have a decent flow, but learning and transitioning into bikini after formally competing in wellness is definitely a learning curve. Like, trying to angle that front pose correctly and not twist too far, because I'm so used to like the wellness side pose. I also have like really freakishly long arms. If you've never noticed, like my wingspan is almost 6 foot, which is crazy. Not a flex, okay? I wish they weren't so long. I feel like it would help my muscle bellies a ton if I had shorter limbs, but I look a little awkward in my front pose right now. So we are trying to find like the correct hand positioning as far as where my hand goes on my hip, how far I'm twisting, foot placement, all of the things. Anyway, so those are all of the updates. I'm gonna go upstairs and put on some real clothes, and then we're gonna head to the mall and then go see my friends. Goodbye, sweet boy. I see you in a few hours, okay? Make sure Rex doesn't eat the garbage or anything, please. I just got to the mall. I don't think I'm gonna bring my camera in with me, but I will film on my phone if I end up buying anything, seeing anything, trying anything on. I also stopped on my way to the mall to pick up the photos I printed out. For those who didn't know, because I didn't know, and I was a last minute bitch today, Walgreens does same day printing, and like super affordable. I printed like 25 photos for my vision board, and then I printed an extra photo. I'm gonna show it to you guys. I got one of my soon-to-be sister-in-law's favorite shots printed out for them so I can frame it and gift it to them. I still am going to have to pick up like a picture frame or a canvas board. I haven't decided what route I'm going yet, and some glue, but at least I got the photos. I feel like that is the most important part. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping now. We're gonna go shopping. and get our steps in. I'm still aiming for at minimum 10,000 steps a day. If I can get 13,000, that is technically the goal, but it is getting harder and harder at this stage in prep because while the mood and vibes are high, I am quite tired all of the time. But I try to come to malls, outdoor malls, strip malls, all of the things just to get my steps in. Not always to buy something, though today it would be nice to leave at least with some accessories and maybe like a new top or two to wear for the shoot tomorrow. That's all. Okay, I ended up trying on 2 different bodysuits. I did not leave with either of them. I just wasn't super obsessed. The first one was from Garage. The second one was Skims brand at Nordstrom. What I did leave with, however, were some new cool accessories. Hot Topic was doing like a buy one get one sale, and I always get asked where I buy my jewelry. Hot Topic is one of my go-tos.
It has like so many different.
Oh, what is that?
This is the Law of Attraction planner. It's amazing.
Ooh. Why don't you?
Oh, those are so cute.
Make some of them different shapes and smaller.
I'm going to, but like even with that.
Okay, I just got home. Here are my 2 adorable little vision boards. I realized while I was sorting through the photos that I had a lot that fall under like the business or career side of my goals and then some that were more lifestyle based. So I decided to just fully split them into 2 mini vision boards instead. That way I can kind of put one like in more lifestyle spaces of my home and then this one will be in my office. Just to run through them for funsies, we have obviously many are Midnight Motive related on this board. So we have packages arriving, like inventory growth. We have a YouTube plaque. I'm going to continue prioritizing this channel going into 2026. Money with a cute little bow, because why not? Along with that, just a monetary goal. It's not that this number is my goal, though I would obviously not be complaining. I just thought it was cute that it had 222, which is an angel number. So when I saw this on Pinterest, I was like, I'm saving you. Over here, we have just like a large amount of orders being packed and fulfilled. We have a photo shoot, kind of like the whole behind the scenes process over here of like expanding a brand and what that would look like. And then my dream car, which is an Audi R8, because why not? And then in the center of this one, I have the quote, I am creating the life of my dreams. That is just a little motto I want to carry with me into 2026. I know it seems a little early to be doing a vision board, but honestly, I was taking a look at my one from the video I had posted for my 2025 vision board, and thankfully, I have gotten a lot of the things on that list, and like obviously goals change and evolve, so I feel like redoing a vision board at any time, as long as it's aligning with you. Okay, our fun one, our little lifestyle based one, I have 2 pertaining to competing. Obviously a pro card is always the goal. As an NPC athlete, down here I just have a picture of Laura Lee. I believe this was her winning at the Olympia, but I could be wrong. I think it is. We have 2 that are book related, so we just have like a cute little bookstore moment, a reading on the beach with my partner moment. We have 2 representing friendships, so like this is a girl group sitting around like a beautiful kitchen, and that's just how I envision me and my girls. And then this one is a little hard to see. Sorry, my brightness is down right now on this camera. And also I like obviously darkened and muted all of these so they fit my aesthetic, so I would actually hang them up in my house. Anyway, this one's kind of like a mixed group. It kind of looks like a family that's playing like a card game and eating pizza and just like reminds me of my family and our dynamic. Down here we have obviously a passport photo. As soon as I brought this one up, the girls were like, okay, where are we going? And we started brainstorming. Bali's on the list, you know? Another one on my list, which is what's photographed up here, is Switzerland. That has been a place I've always wanted to go. Not saying I have anything planned for that in 2026, but just like travel in general with those 2. So, and then in the center of this one, I have romanticizing life, which is something I try to do. Even with the little things, as you guys know, I try to find the beauty in it all. So yeah, these are kind of like the 2 sides of my personality, of my brain, of my aesthetic. Overall, I am loving life recently. I'm very grateful for life recently, and whether I get everything on these boards or nothing at all, I know whatever is meant for me will come to me. So yeah, I just wanted to share, maybe give some inspo. I found all of these images on Pinterest, so I'm actually gonna link that board down in the description in case like you see some of these photos and you're like, ooh, I want that exact photo on my vision board, or I want to save that on my Pinterest. I will link that down below and make it public so that you guys have access to it. But now I gotta find a good place to hang these. So for now, they're just going to sit on my desk. Anyway, now I'm clearly in the midst of eating my last meal of the day, and then I went and bought a self-tanner, and I've never used this one from this brand, but it is by Tanologist in dark. I have not self-tanned in like a year, I want to say 6 months maybe. I was someone who used to self-tan 24/7, like literally once a week, like clockwork. But I've been giving my skin a break, and I think it's been thanking me for it. But in prep for the photo shoot tomorrow, just because I really want my definition and muscles to pop, I'm gonna go throw this on, sit in it for a few hours, and then shower before bed. Hello, friends. Yes, I am in fact nude. No, we are not moving the camera from this angle, okay? Don't say I don't share it all with y'all, because this is as close as we can get. I just wanted to say that I was standing here and I was putting on this tanner, and again, I've never used this brand before. It is dark. It is really dark, and it kind of has that like show day tan smell. And tell me why I'm standing here and I'm putting the tan on and I like got emotional. Like I didn't cry, but like seeing my physique in the tan kind of put me like into show day spirit. I don't know. I know I'm jumping the gun. I still have 2 weeks to go, but I just got like really excited. I'm gonna put clothes on now and start editing my 15-day out video so I can start posting these for y'all. So I don't know if I'm gonna check in again tonight, but I am continuing this vlog into tomorrow because I didn't work out today. As you clearly saw, today was my rest day. Just did my cardio. So tomorrow I will film an actual workout for y'all and kind of continue this one on a little bit. And yeah, so good night and I love you, and I see you tomorrow morning for cardio. Hello my loves, good morning. Happy 13 days out, 12 days out. I don't even know at this point. This morning has been a blur. I slept so terribly last night. I don't know what triggered it, but I was having really bad like heartburn and acid reflux. I think I had just eaten my last meal a little too close to laying down. I always try to space that out, and I just did a bad job. It happens. I didn't sleep the best, but we have quite an exciting adventure today. An exciting day in general, actually. We are starting today off with a photo shoot. I mentioned in the last 2 vlogs, because I've been prepping for this, that I booked a studio nearby. I have a ton of outfits that I need to throw into a bag real quick, and we are just going to take some cool, fun, artsy studio style shots. I have not done this in ages, so I'm really excited, and I'm gonna take you with me. Okay, we just got here and essentially have this entire space to ourselves with multiple different like themed shooting rooms. Like there's a bedroom setup over here, which I think I have to pay like separate for, so this is not for me. I plan on shooting on this wall specifically, but how cool. So if you're in like the Austin, North Austin area, I am going to link their Pure Space down below. But we're gonna get to shooting because I only booked the place for an hour and I wanna get the most out of my time and my money. Hello friends, it is the next day. I'll explain in a second. This is very much so the vibe that I have brought to the table today. Sitting in my little, hello Rex. Oh gosh, okay. How are we doing? Rex has joined the chat. Anyway, we've had a very chill, sleepy day. I feel like we will continue to have very chill, sleepy days aside from cardio, workout, and getting my steps in. This is kind of what I'm up to. The reason it is the next day, because the last time I saw y'all, I had just gotten to the photo studio for our photo shoot. I was about to get started. I could have sworn on my life that I had filmed some behind the scenes footage for y'all. I remember setting up the camera, I remember hitting record, and yet as soon as I went to look back at that footage, it was nowhere to be found. Rex, you're gonna fall, bud. You're gonna fall, come here. So I don't know if I just like never even hit record. I don't know if I accidentally deleted it. But basically, I have no footage and no proof, so I'm so sorry. I am, however, going to pop up some of the photos on the screen right now that I ended up taking yesterday because I would say that the photo shoot was a huge success. I am super happy with and proud of some of the shots we were able to get. Kofu, bud. Kofu, you're blocking the camera. I'm honestly too lazy to get up and convince him to move, so we're just gonna rock with it, alright? Basically, photo shoot went well. I probably am going to book at that same location again, either during peak week or like after my show. I'm a huge fan of scheduling things like photo shoots for post-show, like a couple weeks after, to give you like a new target and new goal to continue like wanting to show up, especially on the nutrition front, reverse diet properly, setting little things for yourself like a trip or a photo shoot can be a great accountability check. After our photo shoot, I went to the gym, but I did not have a normal workout, so I did film, but not for y'all. Sorry. Like I mentioned in the last vlog, I am now a coach with Know Your Power, and part of that is like slowly integrating me into the interface and the app we use for our clients. So I have been going through and filming a bunch of like tutorial style exercises for our clients. So I went to the gym, I worked out, it was kind of like a full body workout. After that, another side quest, I drove to Houston and I went to a Houston Rockets game and it was so much fun, and I filmed nothing there either besides like this one shot I got for my Instagram story. So I was not the best YouTuber yesterday. It was still a really good day, a really good prep day. I woke up today with another low weigh-in, which I was shocked about because sometimes not having your normal routine or going to bed at a later time, which is what happened last night after having to drive back from Houston, can throw things off, but I'm happy to see that my body is still responding well. Like I said, today has been a very, very chill day, and basically all I have left to do today is go to the gym, and I figured we would start the vlog here, and I would take you with me. I have glutes to train and posing practice to do, so without further ado, let's go to the gym. I figured we would do a voiceover for this leg day since it's been a minute. I'm obviously at the point in prep where fatigue management is taking the priority, so today's workout is all about intentional movement, slow, controlled reps, and really focused on mind to muscle connection over pushing weight or having a certain load on the bar. I started off with hip thrusts with just 10 pounds on each side to feel things out. It ended up being just like a little bit too light, so I treated this set like a warm-up and ended up going up each set after this. Again, just by really small increments. I think I went up by a 10, and then a 5, and then another 5 for my final set. The main thing I'm focusing on here is driving through my heels, keeping my ribs down, and squeezing hard at the top to hit that glute med tie-in area. And as you can see, I am taking things slow, okay? I feel like I always try to control my movements, but I'm trying to slow them down even more through this phase of prep and just get the most out of the movement without adding extra weights. Next up are Bulgarian split squats, and honestly, it is so crazy how much easier these feel now that my cardiovascular health is in a much better place than before prep. I remember I used to have to like take a break and take a breather in between each leg, and now I'm able to rep these out just fine. Again, very similar to the hip thrust, I am just trying to be as glute focused and slow and controlled as possible. Some tips that help me on this is slightly rotating my upper body into my working leg. That way I can feel more of that like outer edge of the glute on my way down, pushing through my heels on the way up. I'm also low-key so proud of some of the lines I'm able to see in my leg through this exercise. I had to show y'all the close-up. After that, I moved into dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. I didn't do anything fancy here, just a normal Romanian deadlift, trying to stay in that bottom 3/4 of the range. I never come all the way up. That way I can keep as much tension in my glute as possible throughout the entire set. After that, I went into glute kickbacks. I'm so sorry, that part of the gym was so packed. I have no footage of this. And then I wrapped up my session with posing practice. I ended up doing a full 45-minute posing session, just trying to fine-tune and really get my rhythm down. I just got home from the gym. It was a really solid workout. I'm definitely at the stage right now where my body is fatiguing so fast, where I was not training quads. We can both agree none of those movements should have fatigued my quads. Maybe Bulgarian split squats, maybe. but I really try to keep it glute biased, and I was definitely feeling it in my glutes. But tell me why my quads are so tired right now. I think because I train them so infrequently these days that like any ounce of attention they're given, they like soak it up. Anyway, really good workout. It is now time to make my post-workout meal, and with that, we're just gonna meal prep. I bought I think it's a 4-pound bag, 2-pound bag, I think it's 4. Anyway, I bought a buttload of tilapia, and since that's my post-workout meal anyway, and I'm out right now, I'm just gonna cook up a bunch of it. So let's meal prep. You guys want treats? Okay, tilapia is just about done. I'm gonna separate it into containers now. I'm not weighing these out. These are honestly just my only clean containers right now, so I'm making use of what I got and just filling these up. That way, when it is time for each meal, I can easily take one of these out and weigh out the portion I need. I am gonna leave a little bit in the pan right now just because I do have to make my current meal. Okay. I'm gonna weigh out what I need from this, and then whatever's remaining, throw it onto one of these. Here is my post-workout meal. I just have my tilapia and cucumber weighed out. I am going to be so honest, I am so hungry right now that we are rapidly approaching hangry territory, so I'm gonna eat this, chill, and then I will check in with you later when I have patience to talk and exist again. Because right now, I am withering away.